Now welcome to another edition of News from Naboo with Thor's Lightning Takes. And let's get right to the news.
Okay, we finally found some Ahsoka news to talk about. Hooray, Ahsoka, it's still coming. It is less than a month away before we get 2 episodes.
So close.
So close, and yet...
It's so very far, yep.
Alright, in honor of Ahsoka, I took a day off from the 9 to 5 so I can enjoy it with everybody.
So you can stay up till 2 in the morning our time and watch it live?
Or take a nap and then get up at 2 in the morning.
Yeah, because I might try to...
And then you'll be recording and stuff and I'll go back to nap.
Yeah. I'm going to try to do the review right away. We'll see how that goes.
You should. Lucasfilm revealed a 30-second new TV spot, which is just a recut of footage we've already seen from the first 2 trailers. I like how they say it's new 30-second TV slot. I'm like,
no.
None of that was new, buddy.
It's just cut in a different way.
No. But we do have an interview with Natasha Liu Bordizzo, who plays Sabine Wren, talking about the influence Tia Sikar had on her performance of Sabine. What she says is, I love Tia's Sabine. I loved the energy, the sarcasm, and the playfulness that really made Sabine Sabine. But obviously, it's a delicate balance because I never want to try and copy someone. I want to be inspired by the energy they put into the character and then make the role my own. I don't know how I feel about that statement.
I mean, they always say that, though, right? They always want to bring their own little...
They do. And I suppose years have passed since we saw the Sabine of Rebels. She has grown and changed in that time.
Yeah, actually, so as long quite a few years when you think about it, because the last time we saw her would be right before the, original trilogy would kick off.
And then we aren't seeing her till years after.
Yeah, so, it's been a long time. She went from being basically a kid to an adult in that time period.
I just hope that we do see some of Tia's voice acting,
some
of the chops of that character come through.
Yeah, I really hope so.
I think that's important to kind of bridge the character. Just like Rosario Dawson clearly emulates things from Ashley Eckstein's performances. Yeah.
Some of the mannerisms, the way she says things, you can certainly see
the way she moves
there.
And stands, and
we can see it. We can see what happens with the opposite with the Grand Inquisitor when you don't pay any attention at all, and you're like, is this... I mean, when there's literally theories, because when he died in the first or second episode, you're like, well, maybe that's a different Grand Inquisitor altogether.
Everyone was actually really happy with that theory. Like, it's totally different Grand Inquisitor. It explains why he looks so god-awful.
Yeah, explains the round head and other things that didn't really line up. But no, it was the same Inquisitor. Go figure.
Mm-hmm. Apparently, Dave Filoni, of course, has been a great source of inspiration for her, as well as he is the creator of all of those characters. She says, just to have the creator around every day is a luxury. He's like this bottomless pit of knowledge and the guardian of the story and the characters. Also, he really just trusted us. While we'd go to him for guidance, he'd also say, you are Sabine, so do whatever you instinctually feel is right.
You must do what you feel is right, of course.
Well, is right, yeah.
As Obi-Wan once said.
Exactly. There is studying a role and learning the character, but then you have to develop your own instincts towards it as well.
Yeah.
Or else it's just a copy. It's not...
Well, I think you want to make it natural, right? Mm-hmm. You don't want to be trying to mimic it entirely. Like, you want it to feel like you're doing it instead of trying to do what somebody else... I don't know. I honestly don't know. Like, it's a give and take thing. You could see it both ways, I think, when it comes to going for, like, an animated or a different actor playing the same character kind of thing.
I'm just happy that she did her homework for the show. She watched all of Rebels. She studied her character. She studied Star Wars. What she said was, and of course, I watched everything, including the original films, The Mandalorian, and of course, Rebels. But I didn't watch anything after we started filming because otherwise it gets too much. You want to have space, take all the experiences and memories and inspirations from everything you've watched, and then let the live action you're creating find its own truth, its own journey.
Which makes it sound like she hadn't seen the original trilogy or the prequels before that.
Maybe she was rewatching it?
I don't know.
It really needs to be rewatching. I want to hear it's like the first time I ever watched Star Wars because I had this role in Star Wars.
Well, at least she watched it.
I'm glad that she watched Rebels. I'm glad that she watched The Mandalorian because, she has to know what the universe kind of feels like now, as well as what Ahsoka's been up to a little bit.
A little bit, yeah. You see a bit of Ahsoka there in Book of Boba Fett and Mando.
I mean, the trailers do indicate that we're going to get some reproducing of key action sequences from the final moments of Rebels. Maybe not action sequences.
Yeah.
But we'll get some remakes in live action of the final moments of Rebels. Other than that, this is going to be her take on Sabine, which will be fine because it's so many years later. We don't know what she's experienced in the meantime. So if she's not exactly the same person she was in Rebels, I understand. She's been embroiled in bitter war, and
Yeah,
Now she's come out the other side and is trying to find herself again.
Yeah, the whole original trilogy, this Galactic Civil War happened. She seems like she's been missing Ezra quite a bit.
Well, and the latest trailer kind of showed a little bit, maybe, that after Ezra disappeared, she started lightsaber training with Ahsoka, which we will see exactly how that panned out.
I don't think it's Jedi training. We've gone through that
lightsaber
before.
training.
I think it's just she was trying to learn the lightsaber, and that's it.
Mm-hmm. She's got a little experience because she did train with Kanan and Ezra.
Yeah.
But now she wanted to learn again, I guess, and
she seemed a natural with the dark
and
saber.
Ahsoka will walk away from her.
Yeah.
Like she walked away from Anakin.
Still don't like that line.
I hate that line.
She didn't walk away from Anakin. She walked away from the Jedi.
Exactly.
Anakin would have been the only reason she stayed. Because
She would have stayed for him.
Yeah, because Anakin
they
actually
were close.
fought for her.
And he believed her and trusted her.
It's a strange line. I mean, I get what she's saying, but she didn't really walk away from Anakin.
All right. Let's move on to the last little tidbit of news I have here today. We found out at SDCC that Lego Star Wars is dropping another one of their fun little projects that they put out there on Disney+. This is a Mandalorian Halloween project.
Like when they did the Christmas one that had better development for the sequel characters in the movies?
Yeah.
Yep.
In the summer vacation one.
Oh, I forgot about that one.
That one was cute. I always like to see Vader and the Emperor because they're just like the robot chicken counterparts.
Yeah, it does have a weird...
funny relationship between the two.
Yeah, there's a weird resemblance to the robot chicken relationship between those two.
I enjoy it. But this one is going to be the Mandoween special.
I don't like the name.
What?
I don't know, it just sounds funny.
But it's Mandoween, because it's Halloween.
Sounds too much like Tatooine.
Mandoween. It's going to be called Lego Star Wars Mandoween Celebrate the Season. So maybe Mando will dress up in costumes, all with helmets. So, I don't know.
Oh my god. No, he won't have any. That's going to be his Halloween costume because he doesn't wear a
Oh
helmet.
my goodness,
Nobody
you'd
knows
never
who he
know.
is.
It'd be great. But yeah, I mean, I've enjoyed the little Lego projects. No, I don't take them as strict canon. Of
They're not
course,
canon at all.
they're just fun. And if you've got younger little Padawans running around, you can watch it together.
Yeah, that's kind of the point of them, I think, right?
Yeah.
Kind of ease into the Star Wars universe with the fun Lego thing, and then...
But I'm game for some Mandoween.
Sure, I'm sure.
Because it's not a sequel trilogy one. Because that seemed to be like the one they were just making for a while. Remember they made the Galactic Star Cruiser one?
Did they?
Yeah, we watched it. They had... Finn was sad because they were all going to be separating, and then he was visited by Jedi Masters while he was walking around the Star Cruiser.
Yeah, I remember that now.
Yeah. Looking back on that one, it means something a little else.
Poor Star Cruiser. Crashed and burned.
Poe was over-planning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. Ugh.
I'll never forget it.
Wow.
In years to come, it might be the only way you can remember the Galactic Star Cruiser.
Cruiser's a Lego special.
The Lego special and some comic books that really tried to push it out there.
Oh, yeah, the Halcyon
and
comic books.
Han and Leia's
terrible.
wedding book.
Everybody just happened to be on that stupid ship, yeah.
Everybody.
Yeah, that's what I don't like. The same with Galaxy's Edge. They're trying to just force it in to make this big
they're wedging it into canon.
Yeah, that's always been this important thing that every major Star Wars character happened to be at.
Yeah, Han and Leia took their honeymoon on it. Surprise!
Yeah, what a shocker that is.
Yeah.
Yeah, and now it crashed and burned. So, all right, well, that is going to be all we got for you this time. So it's your turn to take to the comments below and tell us what you think of any and all of today's news, and let's talk some Star Wars. And so until next time, thanks for watching.